So over the past couple of weeks, we have been seeing more and more about what LEGO Star Wars sets are coming in 2024, at least for the first half. We pretty much know everything coming out January 1st, March 1st, and May 1st of next year, including even the May 4th UCS set, which this is very early on for that, but that is a UCS TIE Interceptor if you guys don't know by now. But in this video, I'll be talking about how the January 1st wave will pretty much be the worst wave in like LEGO Star Wars history pretty much, because there is one set that will be getting delayed from that wave, and it will pretty much only have a couple things left. So really quickly, let's break down what was officially rumored for January 1st release. First one being the 30680 and AAT Polybag, presumably the tan version, as they are doing a bunch of Phantom Menace related stuff next year, and $5 retail. Next up, 30685, it's an unknown Polybag, but presumably also going to be dropped sometime around January 1st. You know, these Polybags, the thing is, you know, you can kind of classify them as a January 1st release, but the thing is, you know, LEGO stores themselves and like LEGO Shop at Home, they don't sell these Polybags, and this really kind of determines, you know, the fact of, you know, your local Walmarts and Targets. Usually these bags are like the Walmart bag. You know, usually they show up there for $4.99, and then a lot of times these January Polybags get thrown in as a May 4th promo, you know, as kind of like a $35 or $45 threshold. So, you know, these Polybags aren't anything too special and really don't contribute too much to the January 1st wave. Next up, we have the heavy hitter here, 75372, the $30 Clone Trooper Battle Pack, pretty much the mega pack with some clones, some droids, some super battle droids, and a bunch of builds. I will actually have a full updated video on that set coming next week if you guys want to learn more about it. Next up, we have 75374, the Skeleton Crew ship, $140, 1,325 pieces. We don't know the minifigures in that set yet, and you know, this is from a show that at this point we don't know exactly when it's coming out. Lastly, we have the 75384, the Young Jedi Adventures Crimson FireHawk 4+ set, retails for $50 and 136 pieces. That's pretty much to be expected for a 4+ set. It's going to have a couple pretty heavy hitter minifigures, I guess. People want a Nubs minifigure, and apparently he's coming in there. So if you want a Nubs minifigure, that set's going to be there. But at that point, I would assume you'd probably buy that minifigure separately. But at that point, that is literally the 5 things that, you know, were technically supposed to come out January 1st, 2024. But I've got some news for you guys. There's actually one of these, okay, that is actually getting taken away from January 1st and being delayed. If not, depending on what happens, technically could get fully canceled, you know. So let's get into it. So it's not the 2 Polybags. You know, at this point, those are safe. You know, you're going to be able to find those at your Walmarts and stuff like that sometime in January, maybe early February, but, you know, pretty much whenever your local Walmart puts them out. Okay, I will say this, the 75384, the Young Jedi Adventure set, that set is also safe. You know, that set is coming out January 1st. Everything should be good with that one. You know, the show's already out. It's already got source material. There's no delays on that set. So we're down to the last 2 here. 75372, the Clone Trooper Battle Pack, and 75374, the Skeleton Crew ship. So at this point, this is pretty much going to determine exactly, is this wave going to be complete garbage, or will there be a little bit of a saving grace at least? And let me just tell you, there will be a saving grace, because the 75372, the Clone Trooper Battle Pack, at this point, all right, unless they push all of these sets back, because it is a small wave, again, I've got no sources on that, but to think that literally the fact that one of these 3 main sets will get delayed, are they really going to release only 2 sets at once? Probably. They might still do it, but I guess at this point, if one set gets delayed, which that is the 75374, the Skeleton Crew ship, that set is not coming out January 1st anymore, and that's pretty much due to the reason that the show itself got pushed back into, you know, middle of 2024, late 2024. Basically, initially, from what I know, if it weren't for all the writer strikes and weren't for all these delays of these you know, shows this year and last year, from what I know, Skeleton Crew was actually supposed to come out December 2023, but as of a couple weeks ago, that is not the case anymore. It is getting pushed back into 2024, and it looks like LEGO wants to do the smart thing, you know, the safe thing, and push the actual, you know, Skeleton Crew set, you know, back closer to when the show is going to be released. You know, Lego has been burned on stuff like this in the past. You know, vividly remember the Black Widow helicopter that came out early 2020. I think either January or March of 2020, since the movie itself was supposed to come out May 2020. Then it got pushed back until like June of 2021. The set's already been on shelves. I want to say they retired it like at the end of that year, or it was already retired by then. Something like that, where you know, that was a prime candidate. Even the SDCC set, you know, that technically got released, you know, 2020 summer, when the movie was a whole year later. So Lego definitely has gotten burned on a couple things like this in the past, and it looks like Lego does not want this to happen for the Skeleton Crew ship. So at the end of the day, quite frankly, with all the stuff going on in the world, you know, just like, again, with like the actor stuff, the writer stuff, you know, Disney itself, Lucasfilm, Star Wars, Marvel, you know, I kind of don't doubt for a second that like this Skeleton Crew show could like maybe even get fully canceled, you know, because at this current point, I mean, we barely know anything about it. We know Jude Law is playing the main adult character. I think there was a small little snippet, like trailer or clip shown at Star Wars Celebration exclusive. I don't know if that was real or not. You know, there was some online stuff about that, but if that is the case, you know, that I guess that means they at least shot a little bit of it. But I don't think they're at all far into it. And at this point, you know, we can't be getting trailers. We won't be getting any, you know, actors talking about it, at least for another month or two, from my understanding, or, you know, even till the end of the year. So at that point, you know, genuinely that show might be pushed until like fall of next year. We still have like the Acolyte. We still have Andor season 2. We got Mando season 4. We got Bad Batch season 3. There's a lot of stuff coming out on Disney's plate for Star Wars and the Skeleton Crew show. I don't know exactly when that is going to be taking place. I don't know when that's going to be released, but at this current point, it looks like Lego is doing the smart thing. They're pulling that set out of the January 1st slot. We don't know exactly when it will come out. I would assume at that point, they might push it back closer to the show. Or, again, there's a possibility Lego themselves might just not bother with the ship anymore and just cancel it fully and just not worry about it. You know, even if the show still does come out, there's a possibility that we might hear the show is fully canceled next month, and then, you know, Lego, of course, won't release it. At this current point, we don't know that for sure, but what we do know is this set is not coming out January 1st, and it's going to be a very, very small wave. We got a couple polybags. We have a $30 Clone Trooper Battle Pack, which, sure, you know, the people that like that set, it's going to go bananas. You know, that will pretty much, I think that $30 Clone Trooper Battle Pack will probably be the heaviest, you know, hitter set, even more than the 501st Battle Pack. I think so. I think, you know, 501st Battle Pack had its run in 2020. I think it was, you know, right at that time where, you know, COVID hit, a lot of new collectors in the game. But I do think now, you know, coming into 2024, there's even more people collecting, even more people with, you know, back in work, back to their jobs. You have more people growing up, you know, the people that were, you know, 14, 15 back then, now they're 18, 19, 20, you know, they're out of school, they have more money. And I think, you know, just in general, you know, regular phase 2 white clones is probably, just in general, is a lot more versatile, and will probably be on a lot more people's kind of wish list to be getting, you know, dozens and dozens, if not hundreds and hundreds of them. So that is everything for today's video. The fact of the matter that the Skeleton Crew ship will be delayed. Let me know down below, what do you guys think? Do you guys even care? I mean, we know nothing about the show yet, so do you guys even really care that the ship is being delayed? Do you guys think everything is going to get canceled overall? Do you guys think that Lego might actually push back the other 2 sets also to not have such a small drop on January 1st? Maybe they push it all back to March 1st. So leave your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear it. Let's start the discussion down there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys, and stay safe.